Evening troopers. I'm fat, which means I'll probably die before you. It's not always easy having a man cave, and sometimes people don't get it. And I want to tell you a story about the cringiest moment I have ever had while owning a man cave. A fully functioning man lair. Probably about 6 years ago, perhaps a little bit less than that. We had a party at my old house, and I had a smaller room than this, but it was more cluttered. There was more stuff. If anything, I've deliberately tried to get rid of a lot of tat because it was just too much. We had a house party, and a load of friends and family were there. My wife's friend came with her granddaughter, and this girl is literally the opposite human to me. Whatever she is, I'm not. She was 8-ish, a cheerleader, dancer, bright girl, mixed race, very outgoing and happy. She's literally the opposite human to me. And she came in and she looked round. She couldn't quite. I don't think there's anyone like me in her family. And I don't think many families have got someone like me. Thank God. But I know a lot of you are collectors, a lot of you got stuff like this. But I don't think there's anyone in her family anywhere like this at all. So she just looked round and you could see the trying to process it. And the only way she could, she said, "Are these the toys you had when you were a little boy?" To this day, I couldn't tell you what I said. I think because I cringed so hard. I actually snapped a little bit of my neck. And my nose just sort of, like an old... You ever have like 18 figures in the 80s? I know none of you are my age, but ask your dad if he had 18 figures in the 80s. And the heads were like rubber. And you can push the strings in, push the doses in. And I think I just cringed like... Oh dear. And I can't remember what I said to her, but that was the point I started getting rid of a lot of my crap. And I've just made myself choke to death. Wow. Dying live on a YouTube video. Isn't that what we all aspire to? So, that was one of the cringiest moments I've ever had. I just imagine she went to school on Monday and was like, I went to this guy's house for a barbecue on Saturday, and they're like, oh yeah, good barbecue. Yeah, but she couldn't process it. So that leads me into, how do we talk to our friends and family about our life and our collecting? Because, first of all, I know a lot of people have trouble with their other halves. I'm going to sneeze. Oh my Lord. And again. No. I know a lot of people have trouble with their own halves when they're spending money. And, you know, when you're sort of close to the edge, you've got kids, you know, going out and spending 70 quid on a Saturn and 10 games. It's not cool. But also people with limited space. You don't want to fill your entire home with stuff because your partner might, you know, it's a balancing act, isn't it? It's a balancing act. So that's just my story about an 8-year-old cheerleading, bright, happy, mixed race girl walking into a 40, probably 38 at the time, year-old man's desperate way to cling on to some sort of youth and not being able to process it. So that's a fun little video and a little bit of my soul born to you. And you also got to watch me sneeze twice and cough, which is quite intimate now. Does that mean we're engaged? Anyway, thanks for watching as ever. If you like it, hit like. If you want to subscribe and see more of these videos, hit subscribe. And I will be back at you. I'll be right back at you. Oh, the whole camera wobbled then like there's an earthquake. I'll be right back at you with another video later in the week.